All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me? It's coming through clear? Fantastic. First of all, apologies for the no details on the amazing schedule. That is my fault. The team was a little bit late getting the discussion of what the topic is actually going to be about today. But as you can see, it's going to be how to be a Jedi Master, specifically around using AR to bring the Force to life and what our company did with working with brands like Lenovo and Disney and this product right here. So before we'll get everything underway. Now, as you guys may or may not know, my name is Kebrasca King. I'm Managing Director of King Creative Media, Dockland's #1 marketing company. We're based locally and we work with a ton of technology, gaming and lifestyle brands all over the world. I'm a marketer, I'm an author, also an entrepreneur that has not only the marketing agency but my own dedicated gaming business, a speaker and a gamer at heart. So I've been gaming for a long time now. It's my 42nd birthday today. And so it's been a generation of technology that I've really become passionate about and absolutely love. Now, when it comes to some of the brands and some of the people we've worked with and represented, these are just some of them. But people like Disney, Lenovo, Wargaming, Republic of Gamers are the types of quality brands that our company really helps to look and work with. When we do work with them, there's specific problems that we like to help them solve. There's a question that goes out around gaming where if you build it, they will come. Not necessarily the truth with some instances of some products and some designs. So our job is really to help these brands get that connection that they need, obviously help them to drive what the big value point is around the product, and then also help them with sell-through and turnover. So today we're going to talk about what we did and how we helped Disney and Lenovo launch this product into the Australian New Zealand market and share with you some of the insights on what worked for us, what worked for them, so that hopefully you guys can take away just some ideas around what you could do if you've got anything that's coming out over the next couple months. Now, all the stuff that I'm going to share with you isn't confidential. It is stuff that's already been in the marketplace. So I will be sharing with you some insights that have gone on the brand pages, some insights into stats and data, but also kind of my personal hints and tips and hacks on what really drove value for the brand and for those customers. Now, if at any time you guys have any questions, we will have a questions and answers segment at the end of the break. And you can feel free to ask me anything around sales, marketing, branding, anything to do with this product and our clients. Now, as I said, we're going to be talking about Star Wars Jedi Challenges. It's an augmented reality product, it's a mobile platform, and it's all about gaming. Hands up if you know what AR is. Fantastic. Hands up if you also know what Star Wars is. Now, as you could imagine, combining the two worlds together is a very unique experience. One that wasn't taken lightly by either the guys at Lenovo or the team at Lucas and Disney. When they came to the party, they really wanted to design the actual experience that every single person has ever wanted. And that was to learn how to be a Jedi and actually become a Jedi Master.
Jedi.
Now, as you can see, the product is made up of 3 different components of technology. You've got the headset, which also acts as your mobile storage device. Your mobile actually pops into the side of it, connects into the device there. You have the lightsaber, which I have to say the guys at Lucas and Disney did a fantastic job. This is actually an actual replica design of what they use in Star Wars. So if you're a massive Star Wars buff, we've had hundreds of people buy these, just specifically because it is a true replica designed by the actual team, and that connects to the headset all via Bluetooth. The third part is a Bluetooth beacon, and all 3 of these components allow the user to go on an extended experience through the headset where it all happens in augmented reality. Some of the questions that we get asked around the product is, how does it work? Are you able to do specific things such as multiplayer? Can you add in other pieces of content if Star Wars or Disney were to release another movie? And thankfully, the guys really put a lot of thought and effort into what would happen when those types of situations happen. So one of the biggest questions was, yes, you've got a great one-dimensional platform, one where a gamer can actually go through and play 3 different worlds. There's the lightsaber battle. There's also the battle where you have like a chessboard, which is similar to what happens in the Millennium Falcon, where they play that chess game. So you have the ability to do that. And then the third one is very similar to StarCraft. It's like a full play-on map. You do the dark side versus the good side, and they basically battle right in front of you, all in augmented reality. All 3 of those actually live and breathe in this platform. It's an app you download, insert it into the product, and away you go. Now, when it comes to what was going to be beneficial for people who had children who wanted to play against each other, the guys did really well and came up with an idea around how they could actually look at doing multiplayer. And we recently released this out to the masses just before mid-year this year to show what's actually possible when it comes to a multiplayer on this device as well. Here's what it looks like. Again, the platform was as simple as you download the update to the mobile app. The app does everything for you. And as soon as you've got 2 of these headsets, you can basically start dueling and having a multiplayer experience. It all goes through Bluetooth. You have haptic response, which goes through to the lightsaber, so that when you are touching blades in an augmented reality space, you kind of get that little feeling of hitting the lightsaber. They did a fantastic job with multiplayer, and it did extremely well to the platform. It allowed players to play with each other and also to share the lightsaber battle experience with one another. Now, when it came to looking at different ways on how they can also integrate movie content, during the time that this product was actually launched, The Last Jedi was also coming into play as well. And so what we really had to think about was, how are we going to take some of that amazing content that goes into those movies and then push that out onto the platform as well? And what they decided to do was look at key characters and key components that we could easily add in. And you'll hear some of the team from Disney talk about what they went through using Unity to actually bring to life some of these elements from The Last Jedi into the game as an update.
With Star Wars Jedi Challenges, we let fans experience their own lightsaber moments from our favorite films in the Star Wars saga.
This is the first time when you can fight Darth Vader, Darth Maul, or Kylo Ren with a saber like this.
To celebrate The Last Jedi, we're bringing new content.
We worked really hard to bring an authentic Star Wars The Last Jedi experience to life in augmented reality. The planets like Crate, some new vehicles.
You get to fight ATM-6 walkers that you see in the film, as well as new units like the Ski Speeders and Executioner Stormtroopers.
We're really excited how it all came out.
The lightsaber experience for this update will be a fight against the Praetorian Guard. This will be a completely new experience because it's the first time you'll fight against 2 enemies at the same time.
Each of them have different fighting styles that are going to provide a new and unique experience for the player.
The new content we put together brings the action of The Last Jedi right into your living room.
We can't wait for fans to get their hands on the new experiences coming to Star Wars Jedi Challenges in early 2018.
You might even see some porgs.
There's porgs aplenty in the game. There's absolutely everywhere. So there you see what they actually did is they took characters and components from The Last Jedi, did another free update onto the platform, and allowed players to start playing against some of those characters that had just come out through the movie. It really allowed for a lot of the people that had already bought the product to get extra value in what that was about. Obviously, it tied into a really big franchise within the movie area, but it also showed them a lot of value with regards to the experience and content that could be turned around. Now, you'd think that because it is such a substantial product, it has a lot of benefits with regards to how it was built, the team that supported it, the brand, which is global and very well known. And you'd probably ask yourself, like, what was our job in helping this product come to life? When it comes to augmented reality, as most of you would know, and virtual reality also suffers from this problem as well, it's really hard to get people to go through the experience by just watching a video. There is a big separation between what people think is augmented reality and virtual and what the true understanding is of the consumer. So for us, it was about how can we educate the people so that they really get an idea around what is this experience, how can my children benefit from it, how can I get the best value from it, and what does that really look like. So for our company, the job was around 3 specific areas. It was around how we could educate all of the people that are existing Star Wars fans and also those people that are gamers and bring them together. The second part was called review, which is where we look at how we can push out all of the content and all of the pieces that we could make outside of this using influencers, using social media and digital to really amplify the words around what makes this product so unique and special. And the third part is around amplification. You guys will all know the word advertising. It doesn't change. But what we did do is really target it to the audiences that we really wanted to work with, the ones who we thought would get the most value out of the product, and also make sure that it's delivering the incentive that the brands wanted. All of it ultimately was to make sure that we were helping drive the consumers, and obviously for brands like Lenovo and Disney, it's about increasing the profit margin and making sure there is sell-through. So everything we did was about experience, but at the same time, it also had the bottom line in mind when we tried to activate it as well. Now, when we break down those 3 different components, there were certain elements that we did and we continue to do with a number of our clients. Some of this you guys may already do with some of your products, but this is what we found worked extremely well with the augmented reality experience and also bringing fans to that one-to-one connection with a device that they had no idea how to use or how it would work. And so for us, it was about driving really core hands-on demonstrations around Australia and New Zealand, really showing people what the device is, letting them hold the lightsaber, letting them see what it's like when you first turn it on in the headset, and actually showing it to them before they went and purchased it. The reason we did that is because the experience is amazing and it's so good that we wanted those people to go through that first before they even thought about buying it. Because it's such a strong experience, when you hear that lightsaber first go out, it truly does blow your mind. And we wanted them to see that. We wanted them to have that experience. The second part was around how we could get into consumer activations and partnership events with Disney, with movie theaters, with gaming shows like PAX, which is coming up this weekend, and really drive home what it's like to the gaming community and the wider movie fans. And so for us, having these types of drive hard, hands-on demonstrations experiences really allowed us to get that one-to-one connection with a product that no one knew anything about. Outside of that, we also did something on digital which was really unique. We partnered with really hardcore Star Wars influencers. Now that may seem strange, but there are actually people on YouTube that have millions, and I'm talking millions of fans, that watch them produce content which is just about Star Wars. It's about their characters, it's about the latest movies, it's their reviews and insights, and so we gave them product to talk about it in their own way so that they could tell their fans all about what's happening with Jedi Challenges. The last part was about communicating digital content and ensuring that we were also creating tutorial videos, how-to videos, best practices, and really small pieces of content that people could absorb so that they get the most out of the product as well. So that's what we did with regards to the education component. One event that we worked with, you may or may not know this, but May the 4th be with you. Yes, it is their actual name of the event. Is a massive event globally. It happens every year on May the 4th, obviously, and there's a ton of fans that actually come to it. We decided to partner through Disney with the event that happened in Sydney, and we built a custom-made experience for these fans to go through, get hands-on with the product, and at the same time, look at how they could really benefit from the experience. Over 15,000 people came through to that event over 2 days. Over 1,000 came through to our experience, and there was up to a 3-hour wait for people to come in and try out this product. That shows you how hardcore these guys were. It was 3 hours to wait just to have an experience for 10 minutes, but they lined up and they were absolutely amazing, and they truly loved everything that we did. The second part is all about how do you get the message out around this product a bit further and a bit wider than, say, your activation or your event. This is all about how you can increase your product awareness and go further and wider. So things like television reviews, we invited some of the media to be some of the first Jedis and take that experience home to everyone that's watching on television. Digital reviews and features, both on blogs, tech magazines, gaming magazines, lifestyle, and more. Influencer reviews, briefly spoken about those guys before, but we allowed them to do the unboxings. Before it went out to retail like JB Hi-Fi and Harvey Norman, we gave the exclusive not to the retail store, but to the influencers first. We allowed them to create the hype, and we allowed them to be the first messengers out to the masses. And because we did it that way, we had a much more authentic connection with the consumer than, say, if we just drove them straight to a sales store or a JB Hi-Fi store. The last part was all about social, which happened across the different products and brands and pushing out the content pieces as they happened. With some of the influencers, this is some of the content that they created for us. As you can see, they created really unique custom-made gifts, packages, unboxings, videos, and more. And they reached between them over 2 million fans across Australia and New Zealand. It was massive for us because they had never been used in this way. These guys were so up for the challenge. They created some fantastic stuff, and it really did help us build the brand without having to do so much within the market. The last piece of the puzzle is all about how you use advertising to really push and drive this kind of content. And for us, it's around retargeting and remarketing, making sure that the touch points that people came in touch with were all about driving people to mobile conversion. Everyone has a mobile phone device, absolutely everyone. And if you're just playing in the advertising space where it's no longer just mobile, you're missing out on a huge amount of traffic and conversion. And so for us, it was about making sure that we had the adverts, the content, and all of the websites optimized for mobile first and everything else second. It meant that we could create content faster and push it out to the masses, and also engage with consumers as they were asking questions instantly as well. Really did change the game for the way that we did that. Some of the things that we built were custom branded pages across Lenovo and Disney, and also pushing out content out on the dedicated pages that really showed people what it was all about. And so making sure you have these facilities really allows you to tell the voice from the brand point of view, and we let the influencers and social tell the authentic approach with what they do as well. The end result for our clients was over 12,000 units sold within the first quarter once this product got launched. It's the biggest sell-through they've had ever, but what it allowed us to do is really quantify that a product that has never been used before in this way, if it is done in a certain sequence, can really have a promising sales results. That was just the first quarter. We've gone on to sell a lot more units since then and continue to support the product as it goes and evolves. It is going to be a gaming platform. For Disney and Lenovo, it is their own augmented reality mobile gaming platform. So they will continue to release content and updates as they go along. And one of the biggest updates that they're looking at doing is this one, which I'm happy to share with you guys now.
You underestimate me.
Much to learn, you still have.
If you don't want to be a Jedi, you can go on and be Kylo Ren now instead. And they made a custom Kylo Ren lightsaber with all of the Jedis that you get to challenge as a 360 flip on the product itself. It's just gone out to market. We are selling that one at the moment as well, along with this package. But it just shows how creative these guys have been with the development of the product. They're not just sticking with where they are. They're continuing to drive the content, continuing to build it, and also continuing the development of how it works for their audience. Any questions on anything I've shown so far? Great. So who wants to win one? Fantastic. So we're going to do a quick competition. If I can please keep your hands raised. I'm going to choose 5 people. Young lady in the front here, sir, behind. 3, ma'am. Lovely lady with the beautiful blue hair. And right down the back there. Sir, if you can please come up to the front and just stand in a line just in the front here. Now don't worry, I'm not going to make you do anything stupid. Or I might, I'm not sure. But to make this really simple and easy, I'm going to give you all a copy of my book, which you get to take home with you. It's all signed. One of these books is just signed, well, 4 of these books are signed by me personally. But one of these books will actually say congratulations, and you will be the winner of the actual product here, and you get to take that away with you as well. So I'm just going to randomly shuffle these, and then blindly let you choose which one you like. You're welcome. Yeah. Good luck. He's the boss. And then on the count of 3, I want you guys to flip just to the first page. And whoever has the congratulations inside the book, congratulations, you've won. 1, 2, 3. Ah! Congratulations. Unfortunately, you guys just get a copy of my book. But, wonderful to meet you all. Thank you. Thank you so much. Please have a seat. And I'll answer any questions that anyone has around Jedi challenges. Congratulations. Come this way. You get to take this with you.
Sweet. I never been anything this is exciting.
There you go. So everything is in the box. So, the headset.
All my books?
Yes, all my books. Yes, and iPhones. Yes, absolutely everything. Congratulations. Now, obviously, closing thoughts for you guys. You know, when you're releasing the product or the game or the experience, make sure that you have a really good strategy to interact with your consumer. The reason I say that is because so many people build something unique and crazy and amazing. But if it's too complicated, if it's too hard, it's really hard for the audience to connect. We decided to take a very simple approach. Get people to try it. Get people to have the experience first. And it really allowed us to grow a great result for our clients. And the last thing that I'll leave you with is a beautiful quote from the Jedi Master Yoda. The Jedi uses the Force for knowledge and defense, but never for attack. So make sure that when you're out there, you're attacking, but using your knowledge wisely. Thank you very much, guys. If you have any questions, please let me know.